Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how I go about making my roasted lamb chops, and I also made some mashed potatoes and a cucumber dip to go with the lamb. So if you are interested in seeing how I go about creating this meal, please stay tuned for the upcoming video. Bye! Hi everyone, so today I am going to be making roasted lamb chops, and in my bowl here I have about 9 lamb chops. So let's get started. First I'm going to apply half tablespoon of kosher salt to that. Next I'm going to add half teaspoon of ground black pepper. Next I am going to add 2 tablespoons of dried thyme. I forgot to pick up the fresh thyme as well as the fresh rosemary, so today I will be using the dry version. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of that. Okay. Next we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of dried rosemary. Okay. Next I'm going to apply this is mushroom soy sauce. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of that into the bowl. Next I'm going to add next I'm going to add, this is my red wine. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of that into here as well. Okay. Next, I'm going to apply, this is olive oil. I'm going to apply 3 tablespoons of olive oil in here as well. Okay. Alright, next I am going to apply, this is 5 cloves of minced garlic. So you add that in there. And then this is the juice from 1 lemon. So you add that in there as well. And what you're going to do now is incorporate everything together, making sure both sides get a bit of the marinade. Okay, so after taking my time and incorporating all the ingredients into the lamb chop, what I did, as you can see, I separated them and I placed them in two. These are 8 by 10 Pyrex dishes. So I layered it, as you can see, one layer each, and I tried to not overcrowd the dish. And as you can see, they are all nicely coated on the both sides. Next, what I'm going to do is cover this with some clear saran wrap. Like this. And what you're going to do next, you will put this in the fridge and have it marinate for at least 1 to 2 hours, or you can leave it to marinate overnight. So I will be leaving mine to marinate overnight in the refrigerator, and then I'll be back to finish up the video. So stay tuned. Okay, so these are my lamb chops that I took out from the fridge that I had marinating overnight, and I left it to get to room temperature for about 20 minutes. And now what I'm going to do, I already did this one, so I'm just showing you guys what I did. I'm going to remove the saran wrap, and I am going to place a sheet of foil over the dish. That. And then I'm just going to pierce about 5 holes to the top. Like that. Next, I am going to put my oven on for 350 degrees, and I will be placing the lamb chops in the oven for the first 10 minutes covered with the foil, and then I'm going to remove the foil and allow it to finish cooking for the next 15 minutes uncovered. So stay tuned. Alright, I went ahead and I rinsed my cucumbers and dried them because I would be leaving the skin on, so you want to make sure and do that. Next, I'm going to cut the ends off. And I am going to cut these all the way down in half. Like this. So you're going to do that with all the cucumbers, and next, with the spoon, you're just going to remove the seeds. So you're just going to put the spoon in there like that, and you just scrape it all the way down to get rid of the seeds. Like this. So I'm going to do that with the rest of cucumbers. Okay, so this is all the liquid that I was able to remove from the cucumbers, and this is what the cucumber should look like. Okay, so now I am going to transfer the cucumber into the bowl. Like that. Next, I'm going to put in, this is the lemon juice that I went ahead and squeezed, so I'm putting that in there. Next, I am going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So that's a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Put that in there. Next, I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Put that in there. Next, I'm going to use half teaspoon of the tarragon. And you can use dill as well. If you don't have the tarragon, you can use the dill. Next, I'm going to use about half of the Greek yogurt. And like I said, this one is the 16 ounce. So I will be using half of that. Okay, and apply that in here. And next I'm just going to mix everything together. Okay, so now that everything is nicely incorporated, this is what it should look like. And I'm just going to cover this. And what you want to do with this is refrigerate this for at least an hour or two. So what you could also do is prepare this before you start doing your lamb chops, so that way all the flavors will be nicely induced together. So that's another option. So I'm going to be putting this in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. Okay, so stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay, for the sake of time, I already went ahead and I already start mashing my potatoes. So this is the last bit of the potatoes. And as you can see, I am using a ricer, because I find with the ricer, the potatoes come out a lot more smooth compared to if I use like a fork. So that's why I'm using my ricer today to make my mashed potatoes. Okay, so to this I'm going to add 6 tablespoons, actually 6 teaspoons of butter. I'm also going to add, this is 1.5 cup of warm whole milk. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of parsley flakes. Okay, and next I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit, probably like half a teaspoon. And I'm going to use half tablespoon of salt. And I will be using about 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. And next I'm just going to mix everything nicely together. Okay, so this is the end result of the roasted lamb, mashed potatoes, and the cucumber dip that I made. So as you can see, I have it nicely plated, and I just have a little wine over there to go with this meal. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Okay, bye.